Annie. We really enjoyed getting to know her story here today, and her parents are with her today, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Elizabeth McKinney and Dr. Mark McKinney. And her nominating teacher, Mrs. Thurn, I'll let you come on up and tell us about Sammy.
Too close here. Good afternoon. I'm Amanda Thrun, and I'm an English and journalism teacher and publications advisor at EHS. I'm proud to represent our English department and honoring our student of the month, Sammy McKinney. When I first met Sammy during her sophomore year, when she was amongst the youngest students in my beginning journalism class, I wondered how she'd fare among a class that was largely seniors, many of whom are there to avoid a literature class. In other words, they're not necessarily taking the class because they have an interest in journalism, but Sammy communicated early on that she was there to determine whether journalism would be in her future. As her teacher for now the third year in a row, I'm glad to say it is. Sammy took my advanced journalism class last year and is again this year, further developing the skills she acquired in J1, reporting and writing and jumping in wherever and wherever she is needed to help us to make deadlines. Her writing is reliably, remarkably outstanding, which is why she's being honored here today and why she's earned numerous journalistic writing awards over the past year. But journalism is not the only realm where Sammy excels. She's an excellent writer of rhetoric and literary analysis, and my colleagues who've had the pleasure of having her in their classes too fully supported my nominating her. Kirk Schluter, who's taught Sammy and advised her in ethics school, called her a Renaissance woman. You should know that in addition to Sammy's achieving academic excellence in all core subjects, she's an artist and a dancer. She's the complete package. All these extraordinary achievements might give some students a superiority complex, but Sammy is level-headed and humble, and it's those qualities that make her a one-of-a-kind leader as well as a one-of-a-kind student. Congratulations, Sammy. You deserve every accolade you receive.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Mrs. Thrun and Mrs. Snook. I'm honored to be this year's Rotary Student of the Month for the English department. My family moved to Edwardsville from Austin, Texas when I was 4 years old, and I've received my entire education from District 7 public schools. My parents are school psychology and computer science professors at SIUE, so they've always encouraged me to succeed academically in all areas. It's in language, writing, and rhetoric classes, though, that I've really thrived. I knew I wanted to be a professional writer and reporter within a few weeks of Amanda Thrun's Journalism 1 class my sophomore year. And I feel like I've spent every waking moment honing my relationship with the English language since then. I've worked my way up to being editor-in-chief of both student publications at our school. I write occasionally for the Intelligencer when they need freelance coverage, and I had the immense privilege of studying opinion writing this summer at the School of the New York Times. I've also branched out into creative writing as a member of the Creative Writing Club at EHS. Outside of school, I am a company dancer at Turning Point Academy of Dance, and I enjoy reading, painting, and practicing graphic design in my free time. Over the next 4 years, I plan to attend university and double major in journalism and political science, hopefully with a minor in dance. I look forward to coming to school every day for my literature and journalism classes, and I'm endlessly grateful to the EHS English department for this nomination, as well as for their guidance, mentorship, and support throughout my high school years, without which I would not be the writer nor the person I am today. Thank you.
Yeah, I will.
You're all suitable. I'll come in.
Okay.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, and doctor, you've raised a very fine daughter. Congratulations. Okay, announcements. At the assembly of the night, I announced, so for the hurricane victims, North Carolina, mostly, we're gonna pass the hat. If somebody can get a box or something, or each table, So what we're gonna do is pass the hat for donations to send to, and we're gonna run it through Samaritan's Purse, is who will be the organization that we give this to. Whatever we collect here today, will then, the board and membership has also voted to match that. So whatever's collected here today, the Rotary Club will also match and double whatever is collected here today to send to Samaritan's Purse to help the victims. So thank you for whatever you can do.
Daughters Girl Scouts also collected items and put together little first aid kits for it as well. So this is part of the donation.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. We can. This weekend, we'll pass it this weekend next. Yeah. Thank you, Gary. Matt, you said you had an announcement to make?
Yeah, there's a flyer on each of the tables about, we're doing an NFL football watch party at the Alpha in 2 weeks. It's a Sunday. Would love to see some of the friendly faces of the Rotary. If you want to come out, kind of a picnic style deal out on the yard and then the outlet. And Dave Benton and his friends from Thritz are bringing in a beer trailer and an ice cream, all kinds of fun activities. So you're all invited.
Thank you, Matt. Mark Cowsley, you have an announcement to make.
Yes, all tables, you'll see a sign up sheet, with a pen, for the Halloween parade. And last year there was a black pen. So please sign up. There's not enough spots. There's more membership than there are spots, and they're gonna go quick, so you want to sign up. There's one of the biggest events we have on here.
All right.
So that's your chance.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Jessica?
Dinner this Sunday at the Edwardsville News Lodge to support Main Street Community Center, and it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Thank you, Jessica. One more person said they had, Monica.
Everyone is welcome next Wednesday to the YMCA on Ashley Drive. We are having our second annual Senior Health Day. We have over 45 vendors, and we do have room for 2 or actually 3 more tables. Really completely free. There's no charge for vendors. Everyone will have samples and giveaways. If you are interested in having a table, contact me. The deadline is tomorrow at 5. And we also will have free COVID shots and flu shots, and they're really fast to get you in and out. So you can come by. It's from 10 to noon next Wednesday.
Thank you. Yes.
I also want to mention again, that anyone who would be willing to help with communications or just Rotary in general this year, Dave and several of us are going to be here. Just join me at this table here. We just need to know who's available to do Facebook posting or writing or media relations or whatever, as we have this really big year.
Yeah. And Carolyn's done a great job on this so far, getting our things updated, getting things. But so we're just looking for some volunteers. The more people we have, the better off it is. And so nobody will have to do everything. It'll just be updating a Facebook pictures, the website, that type of thing. But we just really like to get that back updated. I think we're about 3 years behind on some of the pictures on our website. Yes.
The Alzheimer's walk-in this Saturday. It's at Glen this year at the Radio Park.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Also, as I mentioned, grant application, the deadline is October 31st. As of this morning, we have 21 now. So it's growing daily as the deadline, I think, gets closer. I have 2 more that are coming in this afternoon. The people would let me know that they're sending them. So, so that's been doing very well. Again, it's on the website. I think everybody knows where to get there now. Okay, program today. So we have Herta Shikapua. Yeah. How close to that's not even close, is it? Not even close. How about Herta? Okay, we'll stop with that. We have Herta here today to talk to us about faith in action. So we appreciate them coming in, kind of a last moment thing, and timing worked out. So Herta, I'll turn it over to you. And tell everybody your last name.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Herta Shikapwasha, and I'm the Executive Director for Faith in Action, Edwardsville, Glen. And we're gonna start off by introducing you to what Faith in Action is all about. So we'll have a video shown in just a few seconds.
Faith in Action Edwardsville Glen is part of a national network of volunteer caregiving service providers across America. In 1995, Frances Gregg, a former director of Christian education in Tennessee, moved to Edwardsville and became very active in her church. Seeing the pressing need for enhanced community support, particularly for the senior population, she founded Faith in Action Edwardsville Glen in 1998 and began operations in the basement of the First Presbyterian Church of Edwardsville, using a $25,000 grant she secured from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. In the beginning, Ms. Gregg enlisted the help of 5 dedicated volunteers who also served as board members.
I was on the board. We had a lot of things to do. Francis did a lot of grants, which was great. We didn't have volunteers at the very first. The boards did the volunteers. I've been a volunteer since 1998. I believe in the Faith in Action because I was involved in it in the beginning.
Retired. I have some time on my hands and I just wanted to do something to give back.
Volunteers provide an essential transportation service for seniors who have very limited transportation options.
Medicare, every year they're restricting more and more about how many rides people get, that they stole speak here for free. And people need to go more places than just to the doctor's office. And this way I can help, because in the community, we just have to learn to work together and help each other.
I love it. It is so much, it's fun to do. You meet amazing people in the past, and the hard part is people come and go. But you meet women particularly that have had the most fascinating lives. And they've got where they are from an accident, from age, from whatever means. And they come from totally independent, productive lives into meaning a lot. And you never know when that shoe's gonna go on your foot. And I just think that is what we're doing.
Sherry Finley was an IT professional until a debilitating disability forced her to retire. For a while, she relied on her sister and brother-in-law for rides until they moved away. With no other transportation options,
I was in a near state of panic after they moved, wondering how I was gonna get to my doctor's appointment. And my sister found Faith in Action. So I've been unable to drive for the last 3 years because of arthritis in my shoulders. I don't have the range of motion to safely turn my steering wheel, to turn corners and everything.
But I also feel a very useful service that we provide, because I wonder, how would people get to their doctor's appointments? How would people get to the grocery store? So I think it's something that is really meaningful to the people we volunteer for.
by providing these critical transportation services, Faith in Action enables its clients to maintain their sense of independence for as long as possible.
You don't feel like you're putting anything out. Before we never called, family members, and they were all very kind, but I know it had to be kind of taxing,
Since its founding in 1998, Faith in Action Edwardsville Glen has grown significantly. 1,195 adults are currently registered to receive services. They are supported by over 100 volunteers and a small office staff operating inside the church.
We as a congregation have, provided the office space, we promoted and encouraged volunteers to work with Faith in Action. And we've also given financial support to Faith in Action to help with their expenses and their outreach and their services.
It's worthwhile support because it not only helps people, it saves lives and it takes a lot of stress off families that have to be in charge of taking care of the things or city person.
Throughout its history, Faith in Action has served over 15,000 seniors, delivered more than 20,000 services, and logged over 350,000 miles in travel.
Well, Faith in Action gives me the opportunity to make my own appointments and then schedule my ride, and I'm in control then.
Faith in Action is a program that works with our community to make sure seniors are able to get to places that they need to be. It's not necessarily all doctor visits or shopping or hair appointments, but it's just whatever they feel they need to do to make sure their social life.
Today, Faith in Action Edwardsville Glen continues its mission to serve residents aged 60 and older within the Edwardsville Community School District number 7. All services are provided free of charge, which is made possible by your generous financial gifts and by our dedicated volunteers.
Yes. To Faith in Action.
Okay, so that's Faith in Action. So here with me today is my colleague, Journey Brewer, who's over there, and she's our program coordinator. But like the video say, we serve senior citizens who are 60 years of age and older, residing in the District 7 community, which would be, of course, Edwardsville, Glen Carbon, Holiday Shores, Dorsey, Morrow, Warden. That's our primary service area. We have had requests to extend to East Alton, Bethalto, and Wood River, and we are working on it as soon as we can get logistics and volunteers and funding and things like that. But one of the pressing problems we do have in our community, seniors who are getting scammed. And so as Faith in Action, we have decided that we need to take, we need to make this one of our priorities in our strategic plan. So that we can help seniors retire comfortably in addition to the other services that we provide. Transportation is not the only service we provide. We provide respite care, light housework cleaning, yard work, shoveling snow, getting leaves off people's grass, things like that. But we are looking to take a holistic approach to all the members of our community. Senior members of our community, that is. So if you're 59 years old, you do not qualify for our program, but I can keep you on the waiting list, and as soon as you turn 60, I will personally give you a call and remind you that now you're a client of the program and you qualify for whatever services we offer. And that's all I have to offer.
Questions?
Yes, Monica.
To volunteer, do you have your website and the application to fill out?
So you can do one of those things. You can go on the website, or there is a flyer on the table that you can take, and you can give us a call. What we will do is schedule an appointment. We do need to make sure your background comes clean. So we'll send you to the sheriff's department where they'll run your background. Once you come to the office, you complete the paperwork. And for about 35 minutes, you have the pleasure of seeing my face. And we'll go through orientation and show you how to work that.
Are there parameters on how far you take someone, like, I said barn, like St. Louis hospitals, but would you ever have to take someone further?
We don't take anyone to Kansas City. We will take you to St. Charles, St. Peter, St. Louis, Alhambra, O'Fallon, Fairview Heights, Jerseyville, Caseyville, places like that, but we do not take you more than 2 hours out.
Yes, Carrie.
How do you get on the list of to be a caregiver, to be a client. I've got a neighbor that's 100 and is now, little is disabled to a degree. And he's slowing down, he's decided to give up life. I don't know that he knows about that, any of his caretakers know about that. How would I get the information? I know the information's here, but what does he have to do to sign up?
So all we would have to do is get a phone call from him. We will schedule what we call an intake when we conduct a home visit. We want to ascertain that they actually live in the district area. District 7 will complete paperwork. They sign off, we sign off, and then we get back to the office and enter them in our system. But you raised a very valid point. We do every now and again hear about people who don't necessarily know about our services. I don't know how, because Journey and I are everywhere in the community. But if you would do us a favor, on your table is some information. If you don't want it, give it to somebody who might need it. That's all it is.
And
How are you funded?
how are you funded?
So our primary funder is HSmart. The rest we rely on grants and the community.
Mark?
How clients utilize your service provider?
So we just extended now to where an individual can schedule a ride 3 times a week. That includes Saturdays and Sundays.
For as long as they need it?
Sonda?
Yeah, you spoke about spamming. What type of spam is going on?
Spam, kind of spam, what you guys experience.
Okay, yes.
Scams?
Same, okay. So one of these, as you get, I don't know whether it's an age thing or just a personal thing, but there is a certain level of loneliness in some of our seniors. And so you know how sometimes you get that text message for some stranger you've never met, and they're saying, "Hi, is this Joe?" And you're like, "No, this is Jane." And they're like, "Well, hi, Jane. I'm so," and then somehow they start communicating. And this person now is asking them for money. Can you go to Apple and buy a gift card, or to Walmart, or to this? I mean, we had a client, 96 years old, you take 300,000 away from her. That's heartless. And so those are the things that we're trying to prevent in the community. So those are the types of scams that are going on, daylight robbery from, robbing the seniors, taking advantage of them.
Pam?
So follow up to that, how do you help them? Is there training or what do you do to help them?
So we are working with the Madison County Sheriff's Department, as well as the Edwardsville Police Department, and all the other police departments. Where we come in is transportation if they need to go to the food pantry and things like that. But we try and get them in the program, and hopefully get them out, because they tend to isolate themselves when something like that happens. And our job is to try and get them out. So like our partners are here, Main Street. So if we pick up somebody, they can go play cards or bingo at Main Street. We have a lady that likes to go to someplace in Collinsville where they play bingo. We take her there too, but we try and get them going. Isolation is a terrible thing. You're almost ending your own life when you isolate yourself like that. So we try and get them out and help where we can.
Just to end things on a light note, what's the most, the funniest or the most outrageous request you've had?
What's the most outrageous? Yeah, there've been so many, and I'm trying to think what's the most. Journey, can you remember any?
You're thinking of one that can be shared.
Yeah. We have so many. I mean, we had a lady that wanted to take her pet to get grooming. That's one. We had another lady, she was probably like 80-something years old, and she said, "I want my boyfriend to ride with me." And I didn't realize you can have a boyfriend at 85. We get so many, so many.
clients do you serve?
So right now, we have over 1,000 clients, but within a week of scheduling transportation, they range from 40 to 100.
All right, wonderful.
Okay, well, thank
very
you.
much. 1 second. Thank you very much, Rhoda. On behalf of the Sazowski family and home nursery, I want to present you with today's centerpiece
Thank
to
you.
enjoy.
Thank you so much.
And thank you. That's great work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank
50-50. I'll use glasses this week. Last four, 4038. We've got a winner. Pick a card. Okay, next week, Thursday, program is Megan Lipscomb. Invocation, Jennifer White. Readers are Mark Cowsley and John McDowell. 50-50 is Christy Garish. And we're ready to close, but since you guys are all business owners and we're a little early, I want to share something that happened this morning so that if it occurs outside your business. So as you know, I work in the banking industry and we have a drive-through not too far from here. 2 employees work in it. They called me in my office earlier and there was a gentleman outside with sweatpants, a hoodie, a mask, and sunglasses with a tripod filming, walking around the perimeter of the bank on the sidewalks and filming the bank, filming them, recording their license plates on their vehicles that were parked there. So I walked down, they called me, so I walked down the alley to them. You know, sir, what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing an investigation. I've got every right to be on here. I'm on public property. I said, well, that's ours over there. You can't walk over there. I said, what are you doing this for? And he wouldn't show ID, doesn't need to. Called the police. The dispatcher said they can't do anything. I'm like, I want an officer out here. So they came out to tell me, they talked to him and they said they couldn't do nothing with him. But so he was there for 25 minutes filming everything around the bank. Supposedly, these are First Amendment YouTube people or something like that, or at least that's what they're hiding behind. I don't know. But evidently it's been happening up north a little bit. This is the first time I've heard of anything around here. So on your businesses, if you see somebody like that, I did drive around the perimeter after I left to come here and I saw a truck. So I stood by it. He got in this truck. I followed him around, I don't know, 10 blocks just to aggravate him, I think. I don't know, just to follow him. But he would take right turn, right. I mean, we went all around downtown here and I just kept following him and I had my camera up filming him. But anyway, it was an out-of-state license plate, West Virginia. I've got the numbers, but so if you see something like that, call the police. They'll tell you they can't do anything, but I'm telling you, make them come out anyway, just to get it on record and things. So anyway, just wanted to share that. It's a little unsettling. Anyway, so with nothing else, 4-way test. If everyone would stand. Of the things we say, think, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? So here. So you said that you've heard of it happening in other places. Did anybody have any idea what they're doing? No. So the cops were telling us that. I guess they go around. So here, I mean, tell me this looks legit.
It's a spooky looking guy.
I got two female employees in the drive-through by them. So yeah, so tell me that looks legit to be outside on all 4 sides of the bank. So we finally told him that the Avita or the old property with the Hardys and we said that's our property. You can't be there. So, but he was there good 25 minutes and the cops went and talked to him and stuff. And he knows the right things to say. Yeah.
Well,
so
as far as you know,
as I know,
could be others.
So evidently what they do is they try to they do it, stay on the public, they can do it, they try to either get the police protections, the police or somebody from the business to harass them or to touch them or to push them away from the property so they can
Get it
file a
on
lawsuit,
video.
they have all that kind of stuff. I verbally, Barlow got mad at me because as we were walking away, he goes, "Have a nice night, have a nice day, gentlemen." And I kind of told him to get a fucking lie. And it was like, hey, if he plays it on a YouTube someplace, he's like, I said, what are Rick and Tom? That's our, I said, if Rick and Tom get aggravated that I did that, and he's got two of our employees completely scared to death in here who are afraid to leave tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And everything else. So, I mean, he's like, they're filming our cars. So anyway.
They're
It was bizarre.
filming all this stuff. You filmed them doing all this
We have,
stuff?
we have pretty good pictures of him and stuff. And they said he's local, but it's a West Virginia plate, 85W 253. And he's driving a,
You should turn that into.
GMC. I am gonna get the GMC pickup.
What do you want me to do with
There's nothing about that that looks like it should be
legal?
legal.
No, I think you're probably right, though. That's probably what it is. Looking for somebody to
Right.
go just one step over the line and.
Cause he's gonna have you on video verbally saying stuff to him, but I don't care.
Yeah, I'll say if he comes over our place,